With most music you hear today, they've got their frequencies all mapped out. Did you know what range of sounds are being poured into your ears? At the snap of their fingers, they can mess with a certain frequencies in a song in a way to target a specific portion of your brain and tamper with it. Through music, they're able to put you to sleep and force you to do their bidding, and the technology is nothing new. These sound waves carry data which only the mind can unpack. Yes, your brain decodes the information, and this way, without you actually noticing it, gathers new bits of cognitive data. Through these frequencies, they can influence the outside data you receive and therefore affect your perception. Think of your mind as an antenna that receives all the sound waves. And the sad part is that for some time now, music tracks have been and are being broadcasted on a fixed audio frequencies of 440 Hz, while back then they used to be played on 417 Hz. Why the change, you might ask? Every human thought or emotion has a certain frequency. In other words, you could encode every one of your feelings as a specific frequency. Ever walked into a room where there's recently been a serious argument? When you find yourself in a situation like this, chances are you'll be telling yourself, wow, this place does give a bad vibe. You'll be literally feeling sick in there, counting seconds to get out. All that is because of those malicious, lingering sound waves of resentment and animosity, which have been cast all over the room, altering the electromagnetic spectrum of the place. And that's what caused you to get nasty vibe as you enter. If you enjoy our videos and want to support the channel, please hit subscribe and click on the bell. Don't forget to like. Thanks. Or like when you're driving and listening to music off the radio and the sound quality is really neat and you end up loving the song. But as you drive away from the radio tower, the music gradually gets filled with static and noise. Because naturally, you're far off the tower and losing the signal. As the quality drops, the music will sound grainer and plain static intensifies. And then it'll get on your nerves, but you still want to hear the song. So you spend the next miles listening to the radio, somehow sitting through the same terrible quality. But after a while, it just becomes unbearable. Then maybe you want to turn off the radio. Because if you kept listening to that sound, you'd definitely end up nauseated and seriously ill. And that's why I'm trying to convey here. All of you don't even know what sort of static-ridden, buzzing sound you've been listening to your whole life. Hell, some of you don't even know what constitutes as real sound and frequency. They don't want you to find out. That's why. See, for them to force their end game, which is to influence you, they would have to use verified trigger phrases. They meticulously select these words and phrases to be pitched on certain frequencies as they map them all out. In the end, these messages get attached to your subconsciousness like sticky notes, entering your unconsciousness mind without you ever realizing it. And bit by bit, it will start conditioning you. It could cause you to lose your temper easily, get furious, or showcase different sets of emotions. Then you won't know why you're having these sudden mood changes and why would they come up under specific circumstances. The feelings could catch you off guard, as if by a push of a button triggered by an event. And then they'll have to perform the deed they intended. Think when someone suddenly attacks a police officer and then he or she gets arrested for a crime not actually committed. Now you know why the music industry and its artists are of such importance to some secret societies. Mostly when a singer suddenly breaks into a mainstream and effectively becomes a celebrity with tons of fans, chances are the artist was already caught in the net of those elusive people behind the scenes to basically serve them and for them to control the intended audience to carry across their messages. You should know that the most of the music you listen to has been painstakingly engineered, and you're probably completely in the dark about what's really happening.